Hello, my name is Ariff Kenichi bin AHMAD ZAKI AKIRA, matrix number 191392542 from RY41. This will be a very short video on the assignment 1 for the PGT212 Electronic Communication Technology. So in this assignment 1, we're going to talk about filters. So what is filter? So filter is a frequency selective circuit that will pass a certain amount of frequency and reject the others. So filter have two types, which is passive and active. Passive filter are used using the components such as resistor, capacitor, and inductor, while active filter use an amplifying device such as a transistor and operational amplifier. So filter, classification. There's several classification of filter, uh, which is low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, and band stop filter. So as you can see in this graph, so low pass filter will accept low frequency, and high frequency will be cut off. For the high pass filter, only accept high frequency and reject low frequency. So basically it's opposite of the low pass filter. Band pass filter on the other hand is basically the combination of low and high pass filter. So you're gonna accept a certain amount of frequency, or we can say it's a narrow range between the lower and upper frequency. And finally, the band stop filter basically is the inverted version of band pass. So it's gonna reject the frequency in the middle but accept the other frequency. For the active low pass filter, Vin flows through R3 and enter the OPM. So if the frequency is low, it continue the circuit into the OPM, and the R1 and R2 is served as the amplification for the input signal. As the result, for the output, we get a larger or higher amount of output since it be amplified. So as the frequency increase, the voltage increase or the voltage increase. So once it reaches certain amount of threshold, the input will directly move towards the capacitor. So immediately no input will pass through the amplification process, so resulting on cut off. For the active high pass filter is exactly similar to active low pass filter, with only difference where C1 and R3 has been switched. So in this case, high frequency will be passed through while low frequency will immediately be cut off. Next is active bandpass filter. For the active bandpass filter, at the front of the circuit, a high pass filter stage will occur. After the amplification, then there is a low pass filter stage. So basically, as the low amount of frequency enter, it's gonna reject. So as the frequency get higher and higher, more we enter the amplifier, the OPM, and once it get more and more, so it's gonna reach a constant value. Once it reach constant value, it enter the low pass filter. So any low amount of frequency will pass through as the frequency get higher and much higher. So it will pass through the C2. So third and finally, we can see that at the first stage, we only allow higher for the high pass, and then you're gonna allow the low pass. So basically, we combine both of the circuit to become a band pass filter. So for the active band stop filter, the low pass filter and high pass filter occur at the same time. So as the input sent into the filter, the certain frequency we allow through them. So once both of them have done, both of the output will be combined together at the summing amplifier. So as a result, as you can see on the right side, we get a very sharp output which go down and up. So as you can see on the left, here the much bigger picture. So we have a low pass response and the high pass response here. So basically it combines both of them and we get a band stop filter. So at the center here, you're gonna reject the frequency and the rest is passed through. And finally, for the application of this filter is active filter are usually used in communication system for suppressing noise, isolate a communication of signal from various channels, so you can improve the unique message from a modulation signal. These filters are used in instrumentation system by the designer to choose a required frequency apparatus and detach unwanted ones. Next is this filter also can be used to limit the analog signals bandwidth before altering them to the digital signal. Analog filter also used in audio system by engineers to send various frequencies to various speakers. For example, in music industry, to record and playback application are needed to control the frequency component. And finally, used as an active filter are used to in the biomedical instrument to interface the psychological sensor with diagnosis equipment and data login. And that's all from me. Thank you.